What's up everybody, welcome to RebelTech. Now we've reviewed a few mechanical keyboards here on the channel, but I haven't really tried out any of SteelSeries' mechanical keyboards. Well, luckily RebelTech was able to send over the Apex M750, one of SteelSeries' new top of the range keyboards. But now, because it's top of the range, it is going to be quite expensive, retailing for about 3,200 Rand on RebelTech here in South Africa or $140 on Amazon. Now, there are a bunch of other keyboards at that price range as well, so what does the M750 have that will make it a better buy than all of the others? Well, let's find out right after this. Do you live in South Africa and want to get yourself some awesome new gaming products? Well, go check out RebelTech. They have extremely low prices and they stock all the major brands like ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte, Corsair and many more. You're also able to get Destiny 2 when purchasing selected NVIDIA GTX 1080 or 1080 Ti graphics cards. So check out the link in the video description to go get yourself a new graphics card and a new game. First off, let's take a look at the design of the M750. The body is made out of an aerospace aluminium, which gives it a very sturdy frame with little to no flex at all, and it also keeps it relatively light at 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds. SteelSeries tried to keep the design as clean as possible with a sleek black top and a slight curve to the back. They also kept the side design of the Apex M800, but the M750 just does not have the light up LEDs on the sides, which is kind of a bit disappointing. But what's more disappointing is that the M750 does not feature any audio or USB pass-throughs. I would have expected a keyboard at this price range to have at least a USB pass-through, but no, you don't get anything like that here. But now moving on to the switches, the M750 comes out with SteelSeries' custom QX2 switches, which they co-developed with Gateron. These switches feature copper click leaves and Duracon thermal plastic stems, which is guaranteed to deliver up to 50 million click presses. These custom QX2 switches are also SteelSeries equivalents to MX Reds with a 2mm actuation point and 4mm total travel distance. The switches also needs 45 grams of actuation force to press down, and then the M750 does also feature 100% N key rollover and ghosting, so you can press as many keys as you want and all of the commands will go through. Also, like most mechanical keyboards these days, the M750 stem are compatible with Cherry MX compatible keycaps, so you can get custom ones if you really want to. The M750 does also feature some secondary functions which you can use by pressing the SteelSeries logo, which is kind of like the F key, which also changes the colors of those secondary function keys so you can spot them easier. The secondary functions you get is F5 and F6, which adjusts the backlight brightness between 20 levels, and then F7 to F12 is your media function keys like skip and pause, and then the volume up and down adjustments. Then you do also get 6 additional function keys just above the arrow keys, which lets you change the effects, color and speed of the backlight. Firstly, the M750 has 2 sets of lighting effects. You have the active, which is always on, and then the reactive, which activates when you press a key. So the first column controls the active effects, and then the second column controls all of the reactive effects. The top key cycles the speeds, the middle key cycles the effects, and then the last key cycles the colors. So if you didn't install the Engine 3 software or just quickly want to change an effect, you can use these function keys to do that. Now, I'm personally not too crazy about the QX2 or Cherry MX Red switches. I like to know when I've actually pressed down a key, so a tactile bump feels better for me. But again, that is just my personal taste. The MX Reds, like the QX2s, are very popular towards gamers because of how quick and light they are. But now something the M750 is really lacking here is a palm rest. If it was cheaper I would have understood, but because of the price range I would have liked at least to have one. Now you can get a free one if you buy it directly from SteelSeries' website, but it is also more expensive there and nowhere else do you really get that special. So it's kinda just a letdown for me. As for the clicky sounds most mechanical keyboards make, the QX2s are relatively on the quiet side, but here's a quick sound test for you. Now take a look underneath the M750, you get two rubber pads at the bottom, and then instead of flip out keyboard feet, you get those removable pads just like the M800. Now I don't know why SteelSeries went with this design again, but I'm not really a fan of it. Switching between the pads is a pain and it's just not a quick job, so if you quickly want to switch players and the other player wants a lower angle, it's kinda a mess. I would have just preferred to have the standard flip out keyboard feet just because of how quick and easy it is. As for the cable, it is non-braided and is 2 meters or 6.5 feet long. And not that it's really a big deal, but the cable is quite thick for a keyboard with no pass-through, which I found kind of a bit weird. Now taking a quick look at the SteelSeries Engine 3 software, which with the first tab allows you to remap every single key on the keyboard to something else. You can create a custom macros as well to add or link any program to a certain key, which was very nice. The second tab is for all of your lighting effects. Again, you get the active and reactive lighting effects. So for active, you have a bunch of effects you can choose from, like static, wave, ripple, boom, and a bunch more. Then as for the reactive, again you have a bunch of effects like fade, ripple, hexagon, or runout, and a few others. For most of these effects you can change the colors, speed, and directions, so you have a bunch of cool lighting effects you can apply. Next up you have the settings tab that allows you to choose the keyboard's region, change the polling rate, brightness, and then also change the engine app color, which was the orange keys that you saw when pressing the FN key. Some additional software features SteelSeries have added to their software is the inclusion of apps that links to other applications or games. An example of this is the audio visualizer that actually shows the frequency levels on the keyboard. Then another one is the Prism Sync that allows you to sync all of your Prism Sync enabled hardware together for an in-sync lighting show. You do also have some apps linked to the games, but unfortunately it's very limiting and it's only linked to about 5 games, so you don't really have a lot of options. You do have it for Dota 2 and Counter-Strike, so if you play those games you can use it for them. Now in the end, the M750 is a nice keyboard, but it's a bit too expensive for my liking. Again, around the same price you can get a few other keyboards that has more features like a palm rest, a USB pass-through, or even separate dedicated media controls. The M750's base features are very good, but there's not really anything that makes it stand out above a lot of the other keyboards. But now let's quickly take a look at some of the good and bad aspects of the keyboard. Firstly, some good ones that I liked. The frame is very sturdy. You do get a bunch of cool lighting effects with the SteelSeries Engine 3 software. It does have an attractive design to it. You do get that 100% N-key rollover and anti-ghosting, which is always very handy. And then the feature-full software, which you can unlink all the apps and all of the games, which is very nice. But now then, unfortunately, the bad ones are, firstly, of course, it's expensive. You don't really get a palm rest, which sucks. The keyboard feed I didn't really like because of how long it takes to just switch around. You don't really get a braided cable, which usually adds a bit more of a premium feel to it. You don't really get any dedicated macro keys. You can use F1 to F4 and reprogram it to like your custom macros, but then you don't really have an F1 to F4. So dedicated macro keys would have been nice. Then also again the USB and audio pass-through, which again for this price range I would have expected it to have. And then lastly the custom audio controls. I would have liked to have instead of pressing the FN key to access my media controls, I would have liked to have it in the top right corner like a lot of other keyboards. So in conclusion, if you are a SteelSeries fan, you can go for the M750 and you will probably like it because it is a good keyboard. But if you're somebody who wants to get the most for your money, I can't really say that the M750 is going to be that for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my review of the SteelSeries Apex M750. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, comment. Also again, a big thanks to RebelTech for sending over the M750 for this review. If you want to buy it for yourself, you can go check it out on RebelTech, which will be linked in the video description, or on Amazon if you live overseas. But if you guys want me to review something else, you can link it down in the descriptions below and I'll try to get my hands on it. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed, again, please like, share, comment like always, and I will see all of you guys next time. Cheers guys.